Let's try this for the fourth time. Hi, and welcome to another video by Jim the Car Guy. Today we have an older Crown Vic. It's a 99. The customer comes in for some basic maintenance, and while it's here he tells me that the ABS light is lit on the dashboard. It's been on for a long period of time. He wants me to take a look at it, and he said if it's not that expensive, we're going to go ahead and repair it. Money is an issue because it is an older vehicle. He doesn't want to put a lot of money into it. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to grab our scan tool, put it on there. We're going to see what codes are in there, and we'll go from there. So let me grab my scan tool and let's go take a look at it. Okay, now we're in the car and we're going to see what codes we have here. Okay, we got C1175, left rear, left rear speed sensor input circuit fault, and left rear wheel speed sensor input missing. So it looks like everything is pointing towards the left wheel. Let's see what our data stream says. Okay, let's take it for a spin, and we'll see what's going on with it. That's the light that I was telling you about, the ABS light. Okay, let's take it for a spin, and we'll see what's going on. Okay, as you can see, everything is working except that left rear. It looks like the left rear is erratic. Looks like, see how it drops out? Sometimes it actually it registers 0, and other times it registers low, but I got a feeling that something's going on with that left rear ABS sensor. So let's get back to the shop. We'll lift it up and we'll do a visual examination of it to see what's going on. Let's do a visual, see what it looks like up underneath here. As you can see, the sensor back in there in the backing plate. The wiring appears to be okay. So we have, we'll need to get up underneath the back seat area here so we can check the resistance, or check the ohms of resistance in this sensor right here. So all right, everything looks good underneath here, no broken wires or anything. So okay, all right, let's get up underneath the back seat. Let's lower it down and let's take a look in there and see what's going on. you're going to find underneath the seat. Bring you over here, I'll show you this in just a minute. Actually, you know what? Let me bring you in here right now. Okay. This is the plug right here. What we're going to do is just push this little pin, pull this apart. And now we're going to get an ohm meter and we're going to check the resistance in here. I looked it up on the computer already. It's supposed to be between 800 and 1400 ohms. So let me grab my meter and let's check it out. Okay, remember, you don't have to have no crazy meters or anything like that. You just need to get any kind of a meter that can actually check ohms. And it's a 2-pin connector in there. I'll bring you in, I'll show you in just a minute. Let's grab a light. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it over there, but I will bring you in closer and I'll show you. There is a 2-pin connector right here, and we're just going to check the resistance between those 2 pins right there. Appears to be absolutely nothing. Let's see. This sensor appears to have nothing. It's showing absolutely nothing. At this point, I'm fairly confident that this sensor is no good. So, all right, let's call the parts store up, get a price on it. We'll talk to the customer, and we'll see what they want to do. Now, let me bring you over there. I'll show you what that connector looks like. That's the connector in there. I don't know if you can see in there, but there's 2 pins in there that you're just checking resistance between them 2. All right, let's make a phone call and we'll come right back. Joe, how you doing? Jim, JNS. Hey, Joe, 99, it's a Ford, it's a Crown Vic. Can I get a price and availability on the left rear ABS sensor, please? No, left rear. Oh, okay. Left and right's the same anyway. Okay. All right, do you have it in stock? Okay, I'm pretty sure the customer's going to say to do it, so will you send it up to me then, please? All right, I appreciate it. Thank you very much. Bye. Not as expensive as I thought it was going to be. It's like about 50 bucks. So let me make a phone call, confirm with the customer that he wants to go ahead and do it, and we'll continue. Tony, how you doing? It's Jim. Hey, I just scanned that car to find out what's going on with that sensor, with the ABS light being on the dashboard, and it's coming up that the left rear ABS sensor has no input, or it's erratic. So I did pull the back seat out and check the resistance. Check the ohms in it, and it's supposed to read anywhere from like 800 to 1400 ohms, and is actually reading zero, nothing. So I think that we just change that ABS sensor and you should be good to go. Parts and labor, probably around $200, somewhere like that, give or take. Okay, all right, sounds good. All right, once I get the sensor done, I'll do the oil change and filter, and I'll check the tire pressure and get you out the door. Okay, all right, I'll give you a call back in a couple hours. All right, Tony, thanks. Bye. All right, we got the okay to go ahead and do it, so I already ordered the parts from the store already. It should be here any minute now. When I get the new part, I'm going to show you the resistance that it should have in the new piece versus the old one, so stay tuned. Okay, this is our spot in the trunk here where underneath the back seat I should say, where the sensor goes in. So we're going to have it unplugged here, and this grommet right here, we're just going to push it through just like this, and that'll go down underneath the bottom. And let's lift the car up and continue from the bottom. Okay, first thing we're going to do now is we're going to take that ABS sensor out of the backing plate up here. This truck is extremely rusty. I mean, this car is rusty, so we're going to spray it up with some penetrating oil. Hopefully it comes out. We don't want to break it off. It'll be a real pain in the tuchus if it does break off. So I always use a 1/4 inch ratchet on these because they are so easy to break. That's it. All right, let's grab the new one and we'll put it back in there. I'm just going to put a little bit of anti-seize on the sensor, and then we're just going to put it in there. further, we're going to use some anti-seize on here, quite a bit actually. We don't want it to break, we'll have an issue. You're going to get the screw caught by hand first. Hope you can see in there, but all right, once you got it caught, you screw it in as far as you can by hand. Again, I know I told you this before, but use a 1/4-inch ratchet. You don't want to break that bolt off. It's very small, only a 10 millimeter, so you don't want to break it. All right, nice and tight. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to reconnect all of our connectors. Put all of these back in where they belong. Last, we're going to put this back through the floor, just like this for now. Push our grommet back in. Okay. You want to make sure that grommet's back in, otherwise you're going to get water up inside the car. All right, let's throw that wheel on and let's lower it down and continue inside. All right, let's take it for a ride, make sure we're okay. Let's back it out. All right. You know, I'm just backing this out the door now, and I just thought of something. Jim the car guy almost effed up. I'm going to show you why. I guarantee this ABS sensor won't work if it's not plugged in. So let's do that first. And make sure it snaps together. And it did. Now let's take it for a road test and see. Jim the car guy almost screwed up. And that squeaking noise, that wasn't the door, that was my knees. All right, let's take it for a spin and let's see what's happening. I know it's tough to see with the sun shining on it, but we're going to turn down the street right now where there's no sun shining. I don't know, it looks pretty good to me. What do you think? Looks pretty good. Everything's turning, everything's exactly in sync. I'd say that's a finished job. We're in good shape. All right, let's continue our road test, make sure it's okay. But before I do anything further, we have a traffic light now. I'm going to shut that light off right there so we can take it for a ride and make sure everything is good. Okay. Most likely we have to shut it off and start it up again to get that light out. And there we go. All right, let's take it for a road test. We're going to continue and we'll make sure it's okay. That's a good thing. Codes never showed up again. And not that I even thought they would. Just so you know, we're not driving. We're actually stopping at the light right now. Let's go back into our data stream. That's perfect. Everything looks like it's good there. All right, let's head back to the shop and we'll make sure we're in good shape. We'll put that back seat back in and we'll be all done. Together here, we'll just make sure we put our carpeting back down. Get the seatbelts out of the way here. Get rid of our door biscuits. You should smell what this car smells like. You wouldn't believe it. Yeah, I guess you would believe it. Never know what you're going to find. Lift your seatbelts out of the way just to get them all out of the way. Get the seatbelt back in. Well, at least he's pretty smart. He actually has a door, but he actually seatbelts them in, so that's a good thing. Push your seat back in. Once your seat is in place, you push it down and it snaps in. Same thing on this side. That's it, pushes right in. We're good to go. Okay, got the back seat back in. We cleaned all our fingerprints off of everything so that there's no greasy fingerprints for the customers to see. This is the sensor. The old one that came out of there is pretty crusty looking, which doesn't really matter. Most likely the problem is inside this, right in here, because there's no visual signs of any kind of breakage in the wiring whatsoever. Just make sure when you put it back in, make sure your clips go back in exactly where they came from. That way your wire is out of the way and it's not going to be rubbing up against something or damaging anything. All right, so that's it. Thanks for watching. Any questions or comments, send me an email. I'll be more than happy to talk to anybody about anything. As always, see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.